Hey guys, Stephanie Ring here of Endure Yoga. Open season is upon us. 16.1 was announced today. It's 20-minute AMRAP of overhead walking lunges, bar-facing burpees, and pull-ups. I wanted to create a WOD recovery yoga class for you to use after the workout. It's hosted by Crossfit Marin, which is where we are today. For this class, you'll need a band, a thicker band, and an abmat, and a quiet spot either at the gym or at your house for you to do this, and only about 5 or 10 minutes. Now you can make this class a little longer if you want to sink into the stretch, or you can make it shorter by moving through it a little quicker. And I'm hoping that this will help you get ready for 16.2, whatever that may be. So before we get started, I'm going to move through these poses a little bit faster than you might want to do them at home. So you can hold any of these poses for 30 seconds or even up to 2 minutes. But I just want to move through these so that you get an idea of what it is that we're going to be doing today and the stretches that we're going to be doing. So to start, we'll go to our hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Then exhale, round. Press through the palms, turn the tailbone towards the back of the knees. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And exhale, round. One more cycle. Inhale, belly drops. And exhale, round. And coming back to neutral. Reach your right arm out to the right. And then exhale, thread it through over to the left side and come onto your right shoulder. Press down through your left palm to turn the chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come back to the hands and knees. Switching sides, left arm out to the left and then thread it through. Press down through your right palm to twist. And inhale, come back to the hands and knees. And we're going to make our way to cactus pose. Now this pose is one that you'll have to play around with a little bit. I'll set it up for you. The goal is to find the stretch in the front of your shoulder, just like your PVC pass-throughs. So the positioning of the arm might need to change slightly depending on where you're feeling the stretch. So come onto the belly. You're going to extend your right arm out to the right, and then bend your right elbow. Okay. Relax your right shoulder onto the ground. You're going to roll onto the outer edge of your right hip. Relax your head down and feel that stretch in the front of the right shoulder. Inhale to come back to the belly and then switch sides. You're going to place the right or the left palm onto the ground, left shoulder relaxes down, and then turn onto the left hip. Feel that stretch. Relax the head, relax the left shoulder, and breathe. Inhale, come back to the belly. And then making our way to upward facing dog. So you're going to place your hands kind of by the floating ribs, like you'd be at the bottom of a push-up. Keep the tops of the feet on the ground, and then press up, extend through the arms. And you're going to reach your chest forward and up. Tops of the feet are pressing down, thighs are lifted. This is going to stretch out the belly from all those burpees. Try to draw the shoulder blades in. Couple breaths here. And then on your exhale, tuck your toes and send the hips back to downward facing dog. Okay. Hands are shoulders distance, feet are hips distance. You're going to bend your knees slightly. You're going to press through the palms, chest towards your toes. Once you feel that length in the spine, try to straighten your knees slowly, getting your heels closer to the mat. They don't necessarily have to touch for you to feel a stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Then keeping pressure through the palms on your exhale, send both heels over to the right side. And you're going to stretch through your left side body. Feel that those lats get that nice length from all those pull-ups. And inhale, come back to center, and then switching sides. Heels over to the left, Press down through your right palm and reach your outer right hip back. Inhale, come back to center. Okay. We're going to step our right foot to the outside of the right hand, and we're going to come into lizard pose. So bring your left knee down. Now in this pose, you have a few options. You can stay, or you can come onto the forearms if you have a little bit more space, starting to get into the hips here. You have the option also to let your right knee fall out to the right. It changes the position of the stretch slightly, but for those of you that have a little more mobility, this might be a place where you want to go. Inhale, come onto the hands. All right, for this next pose, Twisted Monkey, most of the athletes that I've worked with will cramp in the hamstrings just out of tightness in the hip flexors. So this is where a strap comes in handy. Now if you can easily bend your back knee and grab your foot with your right hand, so you don't need the strap. If that's challenging for you, go ahead and wrap the strap around the left ankle. Okay. Come back into the pose, right foot forward. Okay. Allow your hips to settle down and sink in, and then you're going to bend your left knee and wrap the strap over the shoulder. So you still get the same stretch without having to have the hamstring do all the work. Okay, so we're going to breathe here. Go ahead and release the foot with the strap, and then unstrap the foot. We won't need the strap until the next side, so you can place it off to the side. And then go ahead and grab your ab mat. Okay. You're going to place your left knee onto the mat. Okay. You're going to stack your hips over the knee, and then you're going to grab the back foot with the left hand and gently draw the heel in. Okay. Now if you can, you'll go ahead and grab it with the right hand as well. So this is similar to that couch stretch. We're just using our hands instead of the wall. Feel the tailbone kind of settle down and keep your chest lifted. And gently release the foot down. Move the ab mat off to the side. And then coming into my all-time favorite pose, pigeon. You're going to walk your right foot over to the left. You're going to bring your right shin down. Extend the left leg behind you. Okay. I want you to roll off of your right butt cheek and towards the front of your left thigh. And then on your exhale, you're going to walk the hands forward. Now, if this is excruciating, or if your butt is really high off the mat, you can place the ab mat underneath it, or a block or a plate, something that gives you something to kind of sit on. So that you can relax. The idea is that this is a stretch that is intense but is not impossible to be in for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. So we'll take a few breaths here, sinking down as much as we can into the stretch, letting the hips open up. And inhale, let's come onto the hands. We're going to come back to downward facing dog. Just kind of stretch it out, pedal out the feet, and we'll switch sides. This time the left foot will step to the outside of the left hand, and we'll bring our right knee down, okay, for a lizard pose. So again, you can stay here, or you can come onto the forearms if you have the space, or let the left knee fall out to the left. Inhale, come onto the hands. If you use the strap for Twisted Monkey on the other side, go ahead and use it here. Okay, you're going to bend the back knee and grab the foot with your left hand, or grab the strap with the left hand. And gently draw the heel in. And on your exhale, go ahead and release the foot. Move the strap off to the side. Grab your ab mat. Place it down on the floor, and right knee comes on top of the abmat. You're going to stack the hips over that right knee, grab the foot with the right hand, and if you can, grab it with both. Turn the tailbone down, and keep the chest up. Gently release the foot. Place the abmat off to the side. And then coming into pigeon pose, so with the left shin forward, you're going to walk the left foot over to the right. Drop the shin down. Extend your right leg behind you. Okay. Again, we're going to roll towards the front of our right thigh. We're going to sit up tall. And exhale to fold forward. Again, you can use anything underneath that left hip to support the hip if your hips are really tight. You can come onto the forehead. If the forearms feel a little more comfortable, you can stay here. Whatever will allow you to be in this pose for longer than 10 seconds, I want you to go there. All right, on an inhale, you're going to come onto the hands. You'll swing both legs around, coming onto your back. We just have one final pose before we lay down in Shavasana. I want you to bring both knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. And you're going to extend your left leg onto the mat, keep your right knee in. Scoot your hips over to the right and let your knee fall over to the left to twist. Inhale, bring both knees back to the chest. And we'll go ahead and switch. Extend your right leg onto the mat. Scoot the hips to the left, and exhale, let your left knee fall to the right. And inhale, come back to center. Hug both knees in one last time. And then on an exhale, extend both legs out onto the mat. Arms alongside the waist, palms up. Close your eyes. And give yourself a couple minutes to just relax and breathe in Shavasana, our final rest.